Hello and welcome back to episode 32 of Retrospective Progression. I'm Aredawg, the Creatorhero, and I miss my face cam. um, yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna get face cam back, but I know it's sometime in the future, and I don't know when. But anyway, we'll get past that. As you can see in the distance here, I did kind of do a little bit of work on the terraforming over here. Let's go quickly check that out. So this is what I was able to get done here for the terraforming process. Um, got a little overhang over top of the gate here. Kind of starting work on getting this up top. And then if we go up over here, we can see how I actually finalized that last little bit that I wasn't sure how I wanted to do it. You can kind of see that it comes around here, but then we just kind of have a nice kind of steep like area here. So I don't know what I want to do with this part right here, but I'll figure it out. But anyway, I continued working on this here, and I got all the way over there. Here, let's head over there real quick. So now we can see it goes all the way to this portion right here. And this is actual natural mountain right here. This is not. And then there was a couple of little bit of holes here that I kind of filled in a little bit. So I think you can see there's a little bit of dirt that doesn't have grass on it right there and like right over there. And I just made this thing kind of like all the way to the end of it. So this is supposed to be where the gate is. I haven't busted it out yet because I'm not 100% sure how I want to do that just yet. And considering this is the C group, or Hall C, I'm not worrying about that. But you can also see in the distance, I've done a little bit of work of sculpting where the mountain's going to actually go all the way around. So I have a little locations here where I have some places to get up because yeah, I'm going to need to have them whenever I'm doing the rest of this dirt, but I'm going to need a lot of dirt. So yeah, I need to go back to the quarry and start working on doing some terraforming around there, and that way I can get more materials to do this big job here. Yeah, but this is what you can kind of see what it looks like from the backside. And there is one other thing I wanted to show off. So I'm right here by the Growly challenge, the first Growly challenge, the statue that I made here. The big reason is because I wanted to take a look at this from this direction. I've already done a little bit of work, so this is gonna be my first time seeing it with you guys. And that just looks like some wall of dirt. Essentially what I'm doing with this portion, this is going to be like a straight up like cliffside. So this is going to be like a cliffside that immediately just kind of like, it's a sheer drop. I'm thinking of having probably like inlet within it, some like housing or units or something like that. I'm still trying to decide how I want to do it. There is a part right there that I could probably do like a little hidden cove. But if this is supposed to be like a general shipping lane, I'm gonna need to get rid of this. Like this is unique and cool and all, but I'm gonna have to say goodbye to it. And we're gonna have to get rid of that. We'll have to get rid of that coastline over there, all the way up to about there, and then just this little piece right here. So I think that's the next terraforming thing to get. That'll get me some dirt for this, and then let's head over in that direction. So this is the next part I kind of want to get fixed up here, terraformed and all that. Mostly because it'll at least complete the front of the mountain right here. kind of going all the way there. And then if I could get the last little bit over there to in front of the gate near the end of Hall A, then I can have all of Hall A kind of enclosed. And it's also getting nighttime, so let's wait a little bit. But I don't expect that I'll get this done, you know, like by next episode. I want to get at least half of this done by next episode, so probably if I could get from there to there, that'd be fine, and then from there to there, episode after that. Because again, this is going to be a slow progress. It's not going to be like I'm going to work on this like forever or in one shot. Let's take a bit of a rest. Get my sword out just in case. Okay, good, nothing. And yeah, so I kind of want to get this portion terraformed perfectly. We'll pick up the bed. And there's actually one thing I want to test. It does require me to take off my gear. I want to know where I respawn when I end up dying. I was trying to see if I could figure out an easier way of saying that, but yeah, it's just that. And I don't really want to like ruin my armor, because this armor right now is it's a fresh new armor set, and the way it works is a little different than in modern. It's percentage based, so the more armor I have, so if I have this here, you can see that there's all that armor that is on there. That means that I'm 100% protected from damage. That means I can take more damage. But as the armor wears down, well, so that also goes down. And damage could be from practically anything, including falling. So we're just gonna do this. I probably should have put this all in a chest, but you know what? Live and learn. Whee! Wait a second. That's the wall. What? I didn't... Okay. Well, if that's the wall... Okay. Okay, I see. So over here's where the mountain's gonna be. But yeah, that's weird. I would have thought it would have spawned right next to my starter house. Apparently this is the new spawn point, so, yeah, we're gonna have to get that changed. I'm gonna have to come over here and light this up, and maybe get some other way into here. Because now that I have that wall up, the only way I can get through would have to be either climb over the wall, which that's going to be a process, or go to those sections over here where I had specifically placed the arch bridges that you can like swim through or boat through. So, oh, that's unique. A tree on top in a desert. Yeah, you can see. Oh yeah, there's the gate. So we're kind of like over here. I could probably just do a little gate over here as well. I'll have to figure out how to get that set together. Maybe that's something we can do either this episode or next episode, is get my spawn safe. And then make sure that I can get back in a timely manner. Yeah. Over here, we're literally just like... I was like over there, so it's not too far. It's still annoying to kind of come this way, so I definitely want an easier route here. I may play around with how to get all that set up, so that way I don't have to worry about it. But yeah, we'll have a nice little base over there somewhere. I think that might be good. A long, slow journey back. I almost regret putting that wall up. No, I don't. Actually gives a good cohesion between alpha version and beta version. Well, second alpha version. Head back through the gates. Really should probably maybe try and figure out how I want to close that up. Maybe that's something I can also work on, is getting these gates set up. That'd be kind of nice to have. If we did this right, I should be able to get my stuff. I think I died over here somewhere. Yep, there it is. All my stuff back. Alright, let's double check, make sure I've got all the armor. Oops, that doesn't go there, that goes there. I think I have everything. Yes, I do. Boom, and we're back. So, yeah, that was a thing. I'm gonna have to mark that for myself as well, so that way I can dig through and make sure that I'm gonna be at the right place. So that might be something I'll work on here shortly. But I did want to come over this way for a little bit to kind of show off what I would like to do on this side of the mountain, as it is getting nighttime. And like I was saying before, I decided to take the leap of faith that was not so faithful. As you can see, this does kind of curve around over to here. I am thinking probably going about right here somewhere, because I'm gonna need to make this opening. And right now I have this in a position to allow for the terraforming to occur and make it kind of, I hope, kind of neat and look nice. And then after that, then I can start pulling into this location here from about here to here, so that way there's a nice opening here, and then people can kind of come in and out this way in order to get into Hall B, which is specifically going to be the Dwarven Docks. So I got my work cut out for me, and with the Dwarven Docks, I may do a little terraforming here as well. So yeah, let's get working on a couple projects here. Looking from this side of the wall, it looks like over here is where our spawn is now located. And trying to determine where a good location is to, set up a gate between this section and this section. Like maybe right here might be a good place. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of digging underneath to see how everything looks. So let's just do this. We put you back. Thank you. And if we break into here, it's close here. I don't like how dark this is, so I'll light that portion up. But maybe I could do something here, though I don't think it's going to be the same. Let's take a look at the other side now. Yeah, it's going to have to... this will probably have to go up a little bit. We could do a little change around here. but there is a little bit of an angling that we're gonna have to do here. So I'm gonna do a little bit of cleanup. I'm gonna start lighting up this area so that way I have a way to get through easier from the new spawn to well, the Dwarven Keep. And hopefully that next time I end up not having my bed down and I die, you know, it's easier to get to my base. Or at least back on the right side of the wall. So yeah, let me work on that. So I did a little bit of work over there, kind of getting the gate set up, but I think the best way to show you is just do this. Wee blip. Aha, okay, so I also want to mark down where I am. And, oh, hey, I just press F3 once, and it stays instead of actually having to hold it. So that's one of the cool things about the toggle. Let's see here. Let me write down my coordinates real quick. All right, and let's just continue on. Since I have this lit up path here, probably going to want to light it up a little bit more at some point. Come across this way, and we will crest over this hill. Oh, hey, buddy. I guess he kind of came from around here somewhere. I'd have been down here, but that was kind of, well, interesting. But as you can kind of see here, we've got a little bit of an area here. The closer we get to it, here we have a little gate kind of situated right here. It's simple, but kind of goes into the wall here. I don't know how I want this all to look just yet. I may end up like cutting this portion down right here so that way it maybe makes it a little bit more nice looking. Maybe cover this up as well, but kind of do want to have this come out a little bit, maybe push this back a little bit more to kind of slowly go up this direction. And then this will be into the farmlands area. So what we could actually do here is this could probably be another farmlands area here where maybe we could flatten this out a little bit more and have other crops and, you know, barns and such for food and such, because there's quite a bit of space here for us to do some stuff like that. So again, just kind of trying to figure out an idea, and having this kind of like on the other side of the mountain and not be used, I think is kind of a bit of a waste. So we're definitely going to want to use as much as we can here, and it kind of gives us access to that area there. We would probably do like a small dock or something over there. So yeah, that's the work that I've got done over there. So now I got to go get my stuff, so that way I, you know, can skip the night. Got my gear back, and we're gonna switch gears. Back at the quarry, I've been doing a little bit of work out here. As you can see, I've raised up a little bit over here, and I have cleared this area down and kind of like did a little bit of terraforming over here. Simply because I think, was it last episode I was saying I wanted to do a warehouse over here. I was considering having the mine that's right here kind of go all the way up here, but it's kind of redundant if I'm also going to have it come up this way. So I'm going to leave this as is, as a way up to the actual processing plant. And this isn't going to be like a full processing plant. I'm thinking of making this into kind of a ore processing plant. Or a stone processing plant. So basically, it's gonna break up the gravel, break up the ore, break up the stone, and it's gonna be sent out on trucks, which will probably come out from over here somewhere. And those trucks will go onto the road over here and make their way all the way over there to where the docks will be. Considering I might also clear this area out for like maybe a standard parking lot. I may do like a retaining wall here. So while this was originally built with this in mind, as well as probably going to put a little cafeteria back here somewhere, it's also meant to just be self-contained. A way that you could probably get, or way most people would probably get into it is, you've got your parking lot over here. They kind of come up this way, and then they can head into work from the factory itself. And logistics will probably just. I'm still, I'm still planning out, but what I wanted to do right now is I kind of wanted to get this set up. One thing I did do over here is, I opened this up. So that sheep just fell down. They're not known to be the smartest animals. But what I was planning on doing was something along the lines of this. Let's actually go this route. And I'm just going to get a rough outline of how big I think I want this to be. Do I want to go? No, I don't want to go all the way there. I want to go all the way over to here. And yeah, we'll just let's speed this up. So yeah, this should be a good size footprint for the stone processing location. No, stone processing factory. Jeez, why does it sometimes take brains like 30 minutes to try and figure out what you're trying to say? Anyway, this right here, I'm thinking of making into bays. So we'll definitely want to have like, I know I actually kind of filled this in because there's actually a nice like hole right here, but I'm thinking I'm probably gonna like dig some of this down, so that way I have like a bay that I can. That chicken went down to render distance. Now it's back in render distance. Anyway, sorry, I get distracted easily. But anyway, so I want to have the bays here where the trucks will come in so they can go out. They'll have to take a wide berth to, back in and pull out, to gather the ore and the stone and the gravel. And I'm thinking this area is definitely going to be lower where this is going to be where this is going to fill in. We're definitely going to have right over here. This is where the ore carts will come in, or the mining carts will come in. We'll have some sort of like processing system over here, a little conveyor system over here, and I might even have a little bit like of office space over here as well. So while this is our logistics and cafeteria over there, we'll have another bit of like maintenance type offices here, because they're going to need to maintain the machinery, quote unquote, that will process all the ores that kind of are going to be used here. I think this will be a good thing, good size for this. Should be a pretty big plant here for processing, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how I can figure out how to get this done, and then figure out how I'm going to get the trucks set up. I might just make a kind of a pseudo truck for this point in time, just see how big I can have it to kind of make it a little realistic. And then I'll figure out where I'm going to want to put like another car parking lot, maybe over here somewhere, for the rest of the quarry. So yeah, I got my work cut out for me here. Definitely thinking about doing a retaining wall and like maybe some stairs up this way. Just kind of you climb up this way, and then you can head over to either the logistics office or into the warehouse itself. You know what? Might make this into like the miners area as well. So like have like not only is this like the maintenance office, but maybe there's like the lockers and such for the miners and such. So they just come in, pick up their stuff, and then they can head out on their way to mine something. So, yep. That's kind of my idea for this area. So, I'm gonna get working on a design for this. It's probably not gonna be fully set up the way I want it to, till we get more blocks and such. But I'm gonna do the best I can and see how it looks. So it's nighttime, so let me go back to my bed. So I place my bed down here within the logistics hall. Yeah, we're just gonna take a little bit of an napsy here. Actually, can I get out? I cannot get out. Okay. There was no way for me to get out of that. Well, rude. I guess that's one other thing between modern and this version. Beds worked a little bit differently. But yeah, I think this is a good place to kind of end the episode. We've got quite a bit of work done back over at our Dwarven location. So our Dwarven Mountain, and we're working on that. And I was actually thinking about it, because I'm going to be doing that dock on the other side. There might be another location that I could do another gate. You know what? Let's do a real quick jump over there. You know, I have something I want to test. I wonder. Do I have to get closer? Does it work? Oh, I might die. That's right. Oh. It doesn't work in the nether. Oh. I wonder when that changes. Anyway. So we're back at the Dwarven Mountain. What I was thinking is, like, maybe right here is another gate that goes into the other side. So I'll have one over there. I'll have one over here, because I think if I'm just correct, let's just do this real quick. And by real quick, I mean real slow because of the water. Get to the wall, first and foremost. If I were to dig into here... Come on. This is where the fun part is. Okay, we can do that. Okay, good. I can at least get to here. And then... yeah, if I open up on this side, maybe I can redo this location right here Um, do more of a gradual up this way as opposed to the steep incline and this straight, and maybe get rid of this tower right here and kind of do what we did with, actually no, this is a big tower. Probably don't want to do it. We want to do it on the little towers, which would be more this one. That means we'd have to clean this up. Yeah, I could probably do it over here, where this is a gate into the other side of it. So yeah, I think this might be a good spot to have some way through as well. So I don't just have to go through on that side of the mountain over there. I can come over on this side as well if I so want to, and I'm like right into the Dwarven Keep as opposed to, well, I'll have 2 access points to the Dwarven Keep. So a little small Dwarven dock over here, and then the Dwarven farmlands on the other side of that mountain. So might be a good way to have like eventual like commerce between these 2 areas as well. So you know, future plans, we'll get that all figured out. But we're gonna do this with my butt facing out, because I really can't get my front facing stuff working. It just doesn't let me, so deal with my butt. But I want to say thanks for coming along with episode 32 of Retrospective Progression. If you liked the video, give it a like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz, and I'll see you next time. Later.